Janice.
All right, Sarah, thanks so much. We are talking about something that everyone deals with on some level, settling an estate. Now, our financial expert Stewart Welch is here to explain this and to talk about this. From time to time, the things we talk about are questions that you get from viewers or your readers or your customers. So this one's about estate, selling an estate. What does that mean exactly?
So when somebody dies, their will determines where their assets are going to go. And generally that goes through a process called probate. It's a court process. And the question was, in this case, $1 million estate, what does it cost to take it through probate? And the answer is that the state of Alabama allows up to a 5% executor fee. So the executor is the personal representative, the person that takes it through that process. And the court allows up to 5%. Now, most people, in my experience, don't charge it because the personal representative is a family member, and they don't charge that. But what's important is that they can charge that, and according to a prominent attorney, if they ask for it, the courts generally just rubber stamp that. So
someone can be executor of an estate, but all that could be going to another family member?
Generally, it is going to somebody else. It is going to other family members and so forth. So, you know, it can be a big number. So if it was a $500,000 estate, that might be $25,000, or $1 million estate, it might be up to $50,000. It's a lot of money, and so people don't really know that. So I think here's the takeaway. The takeaway is when you look at your will and you see who's your personal representative, who your executor or executrix is, then you might want to ask them first to serve without pay, and if it's a financial institution, you might want to ask them what they would customarily charge on an estate that size.
Now, I know we're talking about, you said $1 million, and a lot of our viewers go, wait a minute, that's never going to affect me, but it doesn't matter the cost, there is an effect.
It can be. So, you know, again, on a $500,000 estate, it could be $25,000. On a $250,000 estate, it could be, you know, $12,000. So it can be a pretty big number, and I think you just want to be aware of it. Know who your executor is in your will. You will have nominated somebody, and just make sure that you're comfortable with what.
Because a lot of times, if someone passes away, these things aren't in the will, and what happens?
Well, and a lot of times in the will, it may be a financial institution. Sometimes it's a bank. We had a case many years ago. It was about a $12 million estate, so it was a big estate, but the bank fee was, the executor fee was $750,000. That's a lot of money.
Yeah. All right, Stewart Welch, you and I can get more information and things that may be pertaining to what you're dealing with at his website, welchgroup.com. Okay, thanks, Stewart. All right, still ahead, more baby news out of Hollywood, the latest.